Hey, this is Vernon Ross at RossPR on Twitter, and you can also find me at the blog at rosspublicrelations.com. That's blog.rosspublicrelations.com. And today I'm going to bring to you some LinkedIn tips. Actually, this tip is about getting leads for positions that you're looking for on LinkedIn. A lot of the times there are positions that don't necessarily get posted as new job openings. So you want to have a way to find out what's going on at a company that you have interest in without necessarily seeing a job posting. It's one of the things that I cover in a book that I'm writing about finding a job using social media. Social media is a great tool to be able to open up new contacts, find positions that aren't necessarily posted, and make introductions to people that are actually looking to hire quality people. Hopefully you find this tip useful. If you do, please let me know by commenting on the video or subscribing to the channel or just going over and visiting my blog and following me on Facebook. I post links like this all the time and tips like this all the time. It's been a while since my last video, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm just going to go over here to the Googles. Actually, this is LinkedIn, not the Googles. And I wanted to show you something in the company's pages. Now, what you'll see as far as companies is concerned, you can look at a number of companies. In particular, I was looking at Google at the time, but this is Forrester Research and Google. You can search companies, search for companies that you want to look at. Say for instance IBM, Microsoft, HP. Let's take a look at Microsoft because we can do this at random with just about any company that's out there. And the tab that you're going to want to check, well, number one, you can look at the company updates and see exactly what's going on, who they've hired, and what's going on in that area. If they've hired, say for instance, a new project manager, maybe Microsoft has a new project going on, and if you're some type of support staff, you can use that to possibly get your foot in the door or contact Angela to find out, hey, saw that you just started a new position as a project manager at IBM. I'm sorry, not IBM, at Microsoft. Was wondering if there are any more open positions, yada, yada, yada. If you want to go that hard into the introduction, personally, I would not. I would connect with her first, have some conversations about project management in general, if that's the field that you're in, and then maybe lead into, oh yeah, by the way, I noticed a position out there. What could you tell me about it? Not, hey, if you're hiring. I never say that. But anyway, let's go into this. On the careers tab, you can take a look and see what jobs Microsoft is actually hiring for. Of course, you knew that. No big secret there. The Employee Insights tab is where a lot of people don't spend any time. And this is one of the, I would say, more important tabs if you're going to be in LinkedIn looking around and searching for jobs and searching for leads to jobs. The Employee Insights tab can tell you so much about what's going on at a company. First off, you're going to find out the employees and what new titles have been given. If someone's been given a new title, you can almost rest assured that they've either been given a promotion or something's changed within the company. So when you're looking for a job and you're looking at LinkedIn, you want to see what kind of activity is going on within a company. And if there's a lot of movement, there are chances that they could be hiring for a new position or looking for new talent from the area that the person previously came from. So what you'll notice is that this guy, Ariel K., he's CTO of Israel Development Center. His title previously was Director for Engineering, and it was at Interactive Entertainment Business. That's not Microsoft necessarily. I'm not sure if it is. It may be a division within Microsoft. But you now know that he had a different position with at possibly a different company. So he may be new to Microsoft, or this is just a new position for him at Microsoft. So if you are a director of security engineering, maybe that position is still open and you can check. The tab that I love to look at and go through and see what's going on is the departures tab. Not a lot of people use this when they go on LinkedIn. They'll go in, they'll search for a job, they'll see the job openings, and then they'll try to apply. On the departures tab, you can find out who just left, at least recently. So like Tim Essie, He's a recruiter at Apple. I talked to Tim a few months ago. I know Tim. And let's take a look and see what he did at Microsoft. So I know Tim's been at Apple for a little bit. So February 2006 to the present. And I'm not sure exactly on his stuff here. Oh yeah, look. He previously worked at Microsoft back in '89. So for him, not a good example, and I knew that he had been at Apple for quite a bit of time. But like this global publishing guy, let's take a look at him. Okay, so he's just been at Microsoft for a long time. It looks like he must have just changed positions. Yep, so he just changed positions. He was at Microsoft. He was editor-in-chief of MSN UK. And then here recently, in September, he didn't actually leave, but he left that position. And you see that in the departures, reflected in departures. Now he's global publishing lead at MSN. So he went from the editor to the global publishing lead. So there may actually be an editor position open. They may not have filled that yet. And you can do that for whatever company you're interested in. And it's just a good way to find out what type of movement is going on in a company and give yourself some leads that not everyone else is chasing. You can also look at the employee connections and see what employees you're connected to, stuff like that, and what companies they're actually connected to. So if you know a lot of employees at Microsoft or whatever company, you can click on, say, for instance, Amazon, and then you can see what's going on at Amazon. And I'm just picking these larger companies because they're easy to go to, and there's usually a lot of movement. But this also works no matter what size company you're actually looking at. And you can just scroll down here, see what's going on, look at the employee connections if you want to, but check out this departures tab, and you can see what's going on at that business, what they were doing beforehand, and what they're doing now. There's no guarantee on the amount of time. I usually stick to the first 3 people because it's usually the most updated. So this person looks like they're a contract recruiter now at T-Mobile. They're senior recruiting consultant. Their profile's not complete, and they probably don't have a lot of connections. So I generally don't connect to people like that, but actually they do. So they just don't have an updated profile. So let's see if we can tell where they were. Cisco, Travelocity, Microsoft. So he worked at Microsoft back in 2007, and I don't see anything for him currently at Amazon. So if you recall, we were looking at the whole Amazon thing, and that guy had just recently left Amazon. Or according to the departures, he just recently left Amazon. Let's take a look here. So she worked at Amazon back in 2010 through 2011, and she's had a couple other jobs since then, one at Sony, one at Contraband Entertainment, and now at the Video Game History Museum. I'm actually connected to Rebecca. She looked familiar. Point is, you can take a look at the Departures tab, see what people are doing, see what kind of movement and activity is going on through and within a company. It is not necessarily the have-all, end-all way of finding leads on LinkedIn. But because the field is so crowded, you're really going to want to find different ways to contact people that everyone else isn't using. And that's really the point of this. It was just a quick tip to show you, hey, look, here's another way to find leads within LinkedIn that's not just searching in the career section. So hopefully you enjoyed this tip. And if you do, and for more tips like this, you can visit my blog, the blog at rosspublicrelations.com. That's blog.rosspublicrelations.com. Let me know what you thought about this video. Please leave a comment or subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on my blog, comment, or wherever you're seeing this at, just let me know. Give me some feedback. This one was just a quick impromptu video, so I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.